Hey, this is Luke from Ryonet, and I wanted to show you the new refillable cartridges and bulk ink you can get for your PolyPrint Echo 2. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now you'll see that we have all colors CMYK plus white in bulking available. It is recommended that you start with white when you go to change from filled cartridges to a refillable. That's where the biggest savings right out of the gate is going to be. You'll actually save between 10 and 14 cents per milliliter by switching over to a bulk ink system. As a quick example of that, your average design printed on a dark shirt uses about 5 milliliters of white ink. So that's going to be 50 cents in savings on the bare minimum. So what we have here are the liters of bulk ink. We have our refillable cartridges, which we'll dive into in a second. You're going to get a funnel for each cartridge that you receive. It's very important to keep one funnel per color and keep them nice and clean. When you go to fill your cartridges, we also recommend that you use some rubber gloves and have some paper towels handy. So let's go ahead and dive into one of these cartridges and get to filling. Now in the box, we're going to have the cartridge itself, and we're going to look at that. You'll see that we have a white sticker on here, and there's actually a magenta dot. If you receive one with a magenta or yellow, black dot, anything like that, don't pay attention to that. We're putting white ink in here. It can go into any of the white slots. You'll also notice that there is not a chip on this cartridge. Some previous models required chips, but the Echo 2 does not. So if you receive cartridges with chips in them, it's okay, don't worry about it. The first thing we're going to do whenever we go to fill a cartridge is first remove this plug here, and the cartridge itself will have a secondary plunger plug here that will pull up and fill the cartridge with ink. You'll see that we have a minimum and a maximum line, so when we fill, we're going to actually fill to that maximum line and then put it in our printer and we're ready to go. Let's get to filling. Okay, so I have my cartridge, I got a funnel, I'm going to fill this up with white ink. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing, we're going to remove our little plunger here. And I'm doing this on paper towels and wearing gloves, by the way. This ink can stain your hands and stuff, so put some gloves on, paper towel, good to go. First big rule is that before we pour anything down, before we pour this ink in, we're going to shake it up really good. This goes for everything. So all of our colors before you do this, and the white. The white specifically, of course, is super important, so I like to shake it for 15, 20 seconds just to make sure. Sometimes you can't over shake it, right? Can't over mix it, that's for sure. And we're going to use our nice little funnel here. And I'm actually going to fill this up to this max line. It's also important when you're doing this to make sure that the funnels are cleaned out and good to go. So I always wipe them out, dust them out. And also when you're doing this, you want to have one funnel per color and try to not use that funnel for multiple colors. Big no-no. So we're just going to keep on filling here until we get to our line. You lift the funnel up, you'll see how we remove a little bit of suction there. Getting close. All right. That's about where we need to be. And this is why I have paper towels, because we're going to make a little bit of a mess here. Ready? Boom. Take our little stopper, put it back on. And then I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And we're ready to now put this in our DTG. You'll see that we filled it kind of just right above that max line. It's okay if you go a little bit over, but the key thing is not to go too far over. And still with these cartridges, before you use them every morning or every day, you're going to still shake them up just like normal. Treat this as a normal cartridge. The only thing you're going to do different is once a month, you're actually just going to come in here, remove this, and kind of clean the insides out a little bit here. Let's take a look at how to do that actually real fast. All you're going to do is pull this guy off, and then you can remove this stopper piece here, and then you'll see that there is a little ball and a couple things that we're going to clean as well. Now, you want to be very careful. We don't have any ink. We haven't put any ink through this cartridge yet, so nothing's really going to come out. But there is a tiny little ball here that you do not want to lose. So you're going to take this ball out, and there's also a little spring. You're going to take that out, clean them off, wipe off this gasket as well, and then we're going to put it all back together So there you go. That's your monthly maintenance. Some people do that once every 3 months. Again, you can never maintain or clean this machine too much. So I will clean that, flush the ink out, and my cartridges like brand new. Once a year, I replace cartridges and just get a brand new set. Well, there you have it. There's some good info on bulk ink and an introduction to the refillable cartridges for the PolyPrint Echo 2. If you have further questions, feel free to reach out to us on screenprinting.com or give us a call at Ryonet. We're always happy and here to help. You have a good one.